Hey everyone, this is Chad from welcome to WordPress.com, and today we're going to be going over the category and tag editing screens in your WordPress dashboard. Now, categories and tags are usually added as you're writing the post on the post writing screen, but to organize and control those categories or tags all at once, you can go to the specific page. Now, we're going to start off with the categories page because it has more functions. The post tags section is very similar to this, but basic layout on the left you can add a new category, on the right you can see the categories that currently exist. So let's add a new category real quick just to go over the different terms here. The name of the category is exactly what it sounds like. It's what the category is called and what it will show up as on your blog. So we'll go this, give it a title. The next option is the category slug. Now the slug is just a portion of the URL that refers to this category. It's a URL friendly version of the name. If you don't fill this in, it's going to use the default, and that is all lowercase letters with hyphens instead of spaces, and it will remove anything that isn't a letter or a number. So an apostrophe or an ampersand will just get pulled out. So the default for this category that I'm creating here will be cool-new-category. But if you want to give it a specific slug that you want to use yourself, you can do that on your own and create whatever you'd like. The next option is category parent. With this drop down box you can select any category that you've already created to be the parent of the category you're making right now. And what I mean by that is if you look over on the right hand side you can see these little hyphens. That's because first category is the parent of Childcat 1 and Childcat 2. A real world example of this would be if you had a blog about dogs or about animals in general. You could have a category of dogs, and then a subcategory you could do large dogs. Another subcategory could be small dogs. If you wanted to, then beneath large and small you could make another layer of subcategories for different breeds. There's no limit to how deep you can nest your categories, but it can really help you to organize your content into very specific groups if you have a lot of different types of things on your blog and you want to make it really easy for your readers to find what they're looking for. So definitely consider using a well thought out category structure when you're setting things up. So we'll select the second category just for fun to be the parent of this one. Then you can add a description for your category. And when you click the add category button, it will save the category. You then have to refresh the page for it to show up in the category list on the right. But there's our cool new category, and you can see it's listed under second category with a little hyphen there because it is the child category of second category. So now that we're looking over at the right hand side of the screen, this is where your list of existing categories is. There are 4 columns here. There's the category's name, category's descriptions, category slugs, and then the number of posts that are currently assigned to each category over on the right hand side. Now when it comes to bulk actions on this screen, there's only one choice, and that's delete. So you can check off as many categories as you want, choose delete from this list, and click apply to delete all of them at the same time. I'm not going to do that right now because I have to go and recreate them, but that's a good way if you want to delete a handful of categories you're not going to be using anymore. You can do that all at once. And there's a little note down at the bottom that I want to draw your attention to. If you delete a category that already has posts in it, those posts don't get deleted with the category. They simply fall into the uncategorized section instead. So deleting categories won't delete your post. You don't have to go into each post and remove the category first. You can just delete the category and your post will be just fine. Now when it comes to editing a category that you've already created, you have a couple of options. Let's go into our newest one here. You can either click on the name or the edit link, just like if you were editing a post or a page. You can just click the edit link or the name. There's also a quick edit similar to the posts page. This one doesn't have as many options. The only 2 things you can change are the name and the slug. I don't know why they didn't just put the description in here as well, but they chose not to. So if you want to change the description, you have to actually go to the category page, which looks like this. You can change the parent as well in here, and you can change the description of the category. So once you've made any changes you want, you can click update. Give you a little example. And click update category. And that will take you back to the category screen, and you can see that the update was successful. Now that we've gone through the category page, I want to take a quick minute to jump over to the post tags page in the posts module over here. And you can see that this screen is very similar. Now, this is just a testing blog I have on my computer, so I don't have any I only have one tag that I've put in so far. but it's got the same list, it's got the same columns as the category section. You add them the same way. The biggest difference between these two screens is that there isn't a parent tag option, because tags don't nest the way categories do. There's only one layer of tags. When it comes to editing them, the options are the same as the category screen, and then you can click the edit link, and it gives you everything except for the parent option, because you don't have that like I just talked about. So that's the basics of using the category screen and the tags screen to modify the posts and tags on your blog.